Hello students, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss rational numbers exercise 1A, question number 1, 2 and 3. So before we start the discussion, if you're not aware about rational numbers, you can check my video on rational numbers. I'll provide the video link in the description box. Do check it out. Now let's get started. Question number 1 says you need to express minus 3 by 5 as a rational number with denominator 20, minus 30, 35 and 40. To do these kind of questions, what we do is we first assume that the numerator is some variable, right? So we are going to assume that, okay, the numerator is equal to x, and now we are solving the first one where the denominator would be 20. Now, minus 3 by 5 will be equal to this new rational number that we are going to get. Now that new rational number will be having its numerator as x and denominator will be 20, right? Okay. Now we need to do some cross multiplication here. So this 20 goes and gets multiplied with minus 3 and this 5 goes and gets multiplied with x. So minus 3 multiplies with 20 and 5 will go and get multiplied with x. Now on multiplication, what do you get? You get here 3 into 20 gives you 60, minus sign appears here, and here x into 5 is 5x. Now I'll just rewrite this and I'll write it as, I'll just change the sides because the variables are always kept in the left hand side, right? Okay. So from here, I'll transpose this 5 to RHS. So on transposing, the sign always changes, correct? So here this 5 is in multiplication with x. So when it comes to RHS, it will actually divide 60, correct? On doing so, we get the value of x as 12 and minus sign comes at its place. Now the new rational number that we have is, so thus we will write it as thus a rational number having denominator as 20 is what? So the new rational number will be value of x is how much? X was our numerator. So you get 12, right? Value of x is 12 and x is our numerator and the denominator will be how much? 20, correct? So this is how you solve these kind of questions. Now let us solve second part of it. So let me quickly rub this and everything remains same, children, right? We are going to follow the same steps here, only the numbers are different for denominator. So I'll solve the next one, that is minus 30, and I hope you can solve the next two by your own, correct? Okay, do give it a try. Okay, so again, moving forward to the second one, we are going to assume that the numerator here is x. Again, you can take any variable, right? And minus 3 by 5 will be equal to x upon, I'm solving the second one, so here the denominator here would be 30. Now what you need to do is you need to do again this cross multiplication. So minus 3 gets multiplied with minus 30 and x will get multiplied with 5. Okay, now on solving this, you will get, see, 3 first multiply the numbers. So 3 into 30 gives you 90, minus and minus becomes plus. So this will be positive 90, right? And here it is 5x. I'll again change the side, keep the variable to left hand side. So 5x comes here, 90 comes here. Now we are going to transpose this 5 to RHS. Okay, so 5 would go here. So whenever transposition happens, it means when we change the side of any number or a variable, the sign will also change. So the multiplication becomes division, correct? Now from here on solving 90 by 5, you will get here the value of the numerator as 18, correct? Okay. So what do you have here? We have the value of the numerator, and thus the rational number will become now denominator is minus 30 children, and the numerator will be 18. Correct? Hope you got it. Now let us move to the next question. Okay, now question number 2. It is quite different from the previous one. Okay, so let us see how we can solve this question too. You need to express minus 42 by 98 as a rational number with denominator 7. Okay, so again, let us assume that the numerator is equal to x. Okay, so see, minus 42 by 98 is equal to the new rational number whose numerator is x and denominator is 7. Okay, again, let us keep this value alone. It means I'll keep x in the RHS itself. Okay, and I'll bring the 7 to left hand side. Okay, so on bringing that 7, the 7 will actually come and get multiplied with 42. Okay, and 98 will remain at its place. Okay, now let me bring this variable x to LHS, and this value will shift here, right? Okay, so minus 42 into 7 by 98. Now let us do some cancellation. So on cancelling, 7 ones are 7, correct? 7 ones and 4 times, correct? Next is 14 ones are and 14 threes are. So what do you have after cancellation? You have minus 3 into 1 by 1, which all together means that the value of x is what? Minus 3. So now we have the rational number whose denominator is 7. So thus the rational number will be how, what? Will be numerator is minus 3. Just we got the value of x as 3, and what was our x? X was the numerator, right? So it is x by, sorry, minus 3 by 7. Okay, let us see what is going to happen in question number 3. Now question number 3 and question number 2 are quite similar. Okay, so let us see how to do it. Express this rational number with denominator 5. Okay, so in the same manner, let the value of numerator be x, right? So on doing so, we are going to equate these two rational numbers. So minus 48 by 6 will be equal to numerator is x, okay, and the denominator will be 5. Again, we will keep the value, we will keep x, okay, separate alone, and this 5 will come to LHS. So on doing so, you are going to get minus 48 by 60, and 5 will actually come and get multiplied with the numerator. Now I'll shift the sides. X will be here in the left hand side, and minus 48 into 5 by 60 will be here. Now let us do some cancellation. So 5 ones are 5, 12 times 60. We know 48 comes in table of 12 for 4 times. So you get here 4. So you have the value of x as minus 4 into 1 by 1. So this is nothing but x is equal to minus 4. Now let us frame the new rational number. So thus the new rational number, or the rational number that we wanted with denominator 5, will be what? Denominator is 5. Okay, this 5. And what is the value of x? It is minus 4. Okay, I hope everything was clear. See you in the next video where I'll discuss the next questions. Thank you for watching. Do consider subscribing to my channel and also like and comment. Thank you.